As LPN, is a lot of medication management. I work in the nursing home, make sure I pass the medication assessment, admission. As an RN, you're in a higher place whereby you can supervise at times. So we still do a lot of wound dressing, so
Wow.
admissions, medication management. And then I did my master's, but then I specialized in psychiatry and went ahead to do my doctorate, whereby I train other people now, students. I precept, I have my own practice. I still work
Yes.
for an agency, and I'm still growing, and I'm looking forward to do more for our community.
Immigrant families go through a lot. In
Mm-hmm.
this episode of the Story Warrior podcast, you learn about the dangers of ignoring or turning a blind eye to mental health issues that are beginning, or not just beginning, that are cutting deep into our communities. Today, I have the special honor of inviting Dr. Chinyere of Diamond Behavioral Services of Maryland, Lago, Maryland, into the Story Warrior Virtual Studio. Madam, welcome, welcome, welcome,
Thank
welcome,
you.
welcome. I am
Thank you. It's a
sorry.
pleasure.
Yes, I have to invite you late in the evening after work. How was your day?
We thank God. A bit stressful, but it's part of the job. We are used to it, you
It
know.
comes, it comes with the territory, isn't it?
Exactly.
So, for somebody who is meeting you for the first time, I know a little bit about you, but some of our viewers are coming in from all around the world. Some, most particularly here in US and Canada. What would you say that you do to families in Maryland and United States as a whole?
Yeah, I do mostly. I'm a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner, and yeah, I got attorney back in Nigeria before I came here, like almost 17 years ago, and I've started from the basics: home health aid, LPN, registered nurse. I climbed all the steps till I got where I am today as a doctor of nursing practice, and I thank God. I give God all the glory. It hasn't been easy. Luna is a lot of mental health support, psychiatric evaluations, medication management, psychotherapy, supporting them in any way we can.
Wow.
I'm,
Wow.
I have some therapists who work with me that wherever you need therapy, I have some good people that are very good I can refer you to.
Okay.
And we work together as a team.
Okay. Now,
It's all ages,
okay.
children, teenagers, older adults.
Senior citizens like myself.
Are you a senior citizen?
Okay, I wish I were. Maybe sometime soon. But now it is very interesting to know that you came here and you started from the bottom. You were already a practicing attorney in Nigeria. You see, this is very interesting to me because this channel likes to explore the backstory before you became known as Dr. Chinyere, before you are highly respected. They need to know the humble beginnings. What are some of the things that you did here as an LPN, as an RN, before you climbed the ladder and went all the way up to doing your doctorate degree in nurse practice and psychiatrics?
Yeah, with the home health aid and CNA. CNA, I worked in the nursing home. I worked at Miss Carol Manor, Providence Hospital. Home health aid, you go to people's houses, take care of them, make sure they are comfortable. As LPN, is a lot of medication management. I work in the nursing home, make sure I pass the medication assessment, admission. As an RN, you're in a higher place whereby you can supervise at times. But we still do a lot of wound dressing, so
Wow.
admissions, medication management. And then I did my master's, but then I specialized in psychiatry and went ahead to do my doctorate, whereby I train other people now, students. I precept, I have my own practice. I still work
Yes.
for an agency, and I'm still growing, and I'm looking forward to do more for our community.
That is amazing. I know that we first met at a graduation ceremony
Yeah.
and we started a conversation. And thank God that conversation is still going on because it was a warm and friendly conversation. Someone was graduating, we're sitting on the same table.
Mm-hmm.
But I did not know you've had to climb from very, very, very low down the ladder. Talk
Yes.
to us
Yes.
about the challenge of moving from one country where you're already a successful professional to another and starting from the bottom? Because some people take this for granted. Talk to us about that challenge of starting from the bottom again.
Yeah, starting from the bottom, it's never easy starting from the bottom. You have to be humble.
Mhm,
Yeah, it's a lot of cultural shock. It's a lot of learning process.
mhm,
A lot of challenges.
mhm.
At times I cried, like, where you come from,
Yes.
where, you stand before the judge and you're putting it to people,
Mhm, mhm,
wearing your wig and gown. You're already
mhm,
like a senior counsel in your
mhm,
chambers.
mhm.
And then you come here and you are the one cleaning, you
That is
know,
that is
doing
something.
cleaning a lot of dirty job. I had a
Mhm,
client as a home health aide who told me go on my knees and clean her bathroom.
mhm.
And you have to survive.
Yes. Yes. Oh
The
my
country
God.
don't care wherever you are back home.
Yes. Nobody cares.
So you have
Nobody
to
cares.
face the reality. So I always say just humble yourself. I just knew that it's just temporary. And I
That
prayed
is
and God helped me. And then I
yes.
have a supportive husband and I have my family who are always there to encourage me.
Mhm, mhm.
So but if I
Wow.
tell you it's easy, it's not. But the thing
No.
is, I always say don't stay where you are, keep moving.
Yes.
So while I was doing the CNA, the home health aid, I was going to school. I work
Mm.
in the mornings, go to school in the evenings. I
Hmm.
work
And
night and school daytime.
now you have your practice. Owner of Diamond Behavioral Services. I love the name. Tell us about Diamond Behavioral Services. How many people are working for you? Because you've climbed all the way from the bottom, but you had the acumen of a senior counsel back home in Nigeria. And now you are using some of the knowledge from your legal practice, I bet, in
Yeah.
your psychiatric work, because you can interpret, you can analyze, you can
Mm-hmm.
understand some heavy context issues that
Yeah.
people without a legal background can. Talk to us about
Yeah. So what I do
being.
is I have a staff who work with me, but it's PRN because the practice is still growing.
Yes.
So we started like a year ago, but you know how clients come and go.
Hmm.
So I have someone who assists me from house, virtual assistant,
Hmm.
and I have two therapists who all I do is refer the clients to them. And they're not really working for me directly. They
Hmm.
go ahead, they do their own billing, but we work
Hmm.
like a partnership.
Fair enough.
But for my own
Absolutely.
clients, I make sure I schedule them, I do their follow-ups, I do their
Hmm.
assessments, I make sure they get their medications. They
Hmm.
need any paperwork, I send it to them. It's a lot of work,
It's a lot,
but
but it's necessary.
it's necessary and it's growing. Nothing good
Yes.
comes easy. I see
I
my senior colleagues who have made it and I'm motivated.
Yes, yes, that is inspiring. And I know that if I know someone, I know a lot of people in DMV who might need your services, who knows? But here's
Yes.
what I want to say ask you. Are you seeing an increasing number of African immigrants, African diaspora opening up about the need for behavioral services, for psychiatric services, or are they still shunning it? Are they still running away?
Oh, they are still running away. It's painful. It's sad, but I think it's the way we're brought up. It's hard
Mhm.
to run away from how you were brought up. I mean, there's that stigma. Like, even when
Yeah.
you say you're depressed, they look at you like, are you crazy? Like, are you leaving me the time you take care of mad people? The way they look at it, like psychiatry, everybody follows.
But they don't know that you guys are the top of the food chain as far as the dollars are concerned.
Not all the time, but thank God, though. At times it's not about the dollars, but like you're talking about, a lot of people commit suicide
Yes, yes,
because they don't really acknowledge that they're going through something. They don't want to talk to someone. They don't want to go for help.
yes.
Most
And
people
that,
who are here, they open up. Oh,
yes.
doctor, I'm feeling down. I need someone to talk to. I need therapy.
Hmm.
I need
Hmm.
my medications. I'm hearing voices. I feel
Yes,
anxious.
yes.
They open up, but most of
Our people are like, they don't want to be labeled,
uh,
they don't want to
they
be
don't want
seen
to be.
as crazy, but yet
Yes.
they are on the edge.
Mm-hmm. They don't
Oh,
even tell their own family members. You have
yes,
a child who is going through a lot. They don't even open up to their own parents.
that
So
is
you can
that.
imagine not opening up to your own brother or sister, even your own brother, your
Imagine
blood
that.
brother in the same family. So how will you open up to a total stranger?
That is serious. That is serious. So our people are still running away. it would appear most of your clients are foreigners. Talk to us about the various age groups that you meet and what are some of the challenges that they bring without calling names, of course.
No, I meet a lot of teenagers. There's a young teenager who came in, and the father noticed that she stopped going to school. Her
Hmm.
case was bad. She
Hmm.
had a severe case of depression.
Hmm.
She's not eating, she's not talking to anyone.
Hmm.
She went to the hospital. The doctor said this is not physical, it's mental. So dad was very reluctant about, oh, is my child crazy? It took me a lot of convincing to let the dad know that your daughter is not crazy. It's just a chemical, like you have high blood pressure, like you
Hmm.
have type 2 diabetes, type 1 diabetes.
Hmm.
Something is not working right with the body. So hers is the chemical that is responsible for the serotonin is low, the one that
Hmm.
makes the happy, I call it the happy chemical.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So that's why we have a medicine that can boost it up a little bit.
Mm.
And good thing I started her on this medication. She's just like 14 years old.
Hmm. Wow,
She
that's
picked up.
super young.
Yeah, she started coming to school, and dad was happy. That gave him materials to go back and read it up. And this
Mm.
is strictly confidential. Nobody has to know that your child has depression.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So the question then is, things our people are still running away. What are the dangers of ignoring or avoiding these realities that children and yes, some adults live with today?
The suicide rate is increasing. I don't have the statistics, but maybe when next we talk, we can go into that aspect.
Hmm.
Even in Maryland here, I've seen a lot of, like what happened to that boy. I've seen a boy who he stays in the basement, and one morning, mommy came downstairs and he's gone. He hanged
Hmm.
himself on the fan in his room. So it's not like another thing is I don't really blame the parents.
Hmm.
Sometimes the kids don't want to talk.
Yes, I was going to get to that.
Yeah, but on the
Sometimes,
other hand, we have to also make more effort to
yes,
notice the warning signals.
yes.
The
Okay.
more they start retreating on their own, like you notice something is not right, we need to do more.
Yes. What are some of the warning signals that parents can look out for? Because you may have a child who's grown up happy, very
Mhm.
healthy, but after a certain age, they start to withdraw, they start to behave in some ways. Sometimes you don't know, is this related to their age, their hormones, or
Yeah,
is it something else bigger going on? What are some of the signs that parents can look out for?
like let's say they are not eating, they don't want to go out. I
Hmm.
know they don't talk, but we still have to make effort to, reach out to them. They don't have friends, they're always on
Hmm.
their own.
Hmm.
At times, I think we need to ask more questions. How is school
Hmm.
today? Especially, it's okay if they have a friend.
Hmm.
And at times it's hard to tell, but
Yes.
there are some things that can be glaring. It's easier to tell, like you said, the child that is always happy, all of a sudden,
Yes.
they are not,
Significant withdrawal.
yes.
Yes. But for children
Social
that are
isolation, they don't want to get out. Like the one I told you, whereby she's not eating, she doesn't want to go to school. That's severe.
okay.
But it's always good to ask for help. I have parents who call me and I ask the child what's going on. They said they
Yeah.
don't feel like talking. I said, okay, how often can you at least talk in a day? Can you at least
Mm-hmm.
give us an hour? No, I
Mm-hmm.
1 hour is too much. Okay, let's give 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
At times we agree that at least in a day, you can give me like 15 minutes of your time. Even that 15 minutes look like forever to them.
Wow. Wow.
But at least, you have to find out somebody, they have to be talking to someone.
Yes. Yes. Could be a friend, could be a sister, could be a brother. Is it in the food? Is it in the water? Is it in the movies that they watch? Is it in the system? What are some of the causes
It's
of these
everything. All the things
chemical
you mentioned
imbalances?
and more. All you mentioned and more. It's uncountable. Like you
Wow.
agree with me that back home,
Mhm.
we have that communal living. We talk to people. We come out and play. Tales
Yes.
by moonlight.
Yeah.
Social activities.
Mhm.
You have that little things that bring us together.
Yes.
We don't really have social media as it is now. Social media is good, but on the other hand, the games they play, Twitter, TikTok,
Yeah.
Instagram. So these things
Yeah.
are killing us. because
Yes.
at times they get addicted to it. What about even the video games? It's everything.
Yeah.
It's not helping.
Or they start to feel like, oh my God, my friends are having a good time. I'm the only one who is here lonely. That makes things worse.
Yes. And at times we parents too, we work. Some of us work so much. Our parents work 16 hours. They don't even have time for the kids as long as there's food. But at times kids need a little bit of attention. If
Mm-hmm.
you're not home, you don't even have time for yourself. How will you have time for the kid at home? How will
Mm-hmm.
you know when they're going through something?
Mm-hmm.
Because I've had kids who like, mom is always working, dad is always working,
Mm-hmm.
or
Wow.
always doing something.
Yes. Yes.
The kids
Yes.
feel neglected because at home they might not really have friends. And
Yes.
then they want to open up to you, but you always have one thing or the other doing. So I
Yes.
always
Yes.
encourage parents. I know how busy our schedule can be, but we have to make our time for the kids.
Okay, that is very important advice for parents, and I am also taking that as a parent. That as much as your work is important, make time for them. Uh,
It's very important.
Now, if they get to an age where they're teenagers, they are probably dating. I don't know how much can we still strive to pull them into our own circle. Like, let's say, oh, let's go to church. Nah, I'm cool. I'm not coming to church. Oh, let's go on a trip to Vegas. I'm cool. I'm not coming to Vegas. Let's go on a trip to Santa Fe. Nah, I'm okay. So I don't know how far can do you advise parents to go, because sometimes you feel like, okay, am I encroaching too much? Is it that I'm so
Yeah,
bad?
the thing is, a time comes where you have to let go. It's hard because at times, once they're 18, they're almost like adults. Like I have my daughter living in school. Thank God she's in Maryland. So I can always like,
Visit.
the dad is like, you know what? Once a month, can you come to church with us?
Hmm.
And I'm trying to say, no, let's make it twice a month, like every other weekend.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
dad is, we should be grateful that she's even giving us one day a month.
And she's doing it right.
She tries, sometimes
Okay,
she doesn't, but
okay.
at least once a month she tries. So what I
That's
do to
nice.
encourage her, anytime she comes out, we try to take her out. Where
Hmm.
do you want to go? What do you need?
Hmm.
It's not easy because,
Hmm.
like you said, they're adults. You can't force them.
You cannot.
But what I do like video calls, and I want to know what do you really need. At times I visit, at times I cook, I take to her. It's easier for me because she's close by. She's here in Maryland.
Yes,
But even for
yes,
parents that the kids are outside, you have to make a time, go
yes,
visit them and do the best you can. They know
yes.
the kids know when you love them. They know when you care. Like even we, when we're growing up,
Uh,
even when your kids get married, you're calling them as a couple to find out how they are. I'm an adult, you have your family. I'm not gonna encroach, but always know that I'm here for you.
yeah,
Just
yeah,
know that I care. Expect
yeah.
don't joke with important holidays. That's why I
Okay.
like even the culture here, Thanksgiving,
Hmm. Hmm.
starting breaks to make sure that, we
Okay.
might not go out, but we might have a dinner.
Yeah.
We might go out for something. It depends on, like I said,
Okay.
you can force it, but you can only try.
Yes. Okay. Let's go to another sensitive topic. Are you ready? Okay. Say between spouses, husbands, wives, you sense that the other person is changing. Is it just the aging? Is it something else is coming in? And you may well see that something is not right, or maybe in-laws and all that sensitive stuff. Question is, what would be your advice on how to provide support, but without making the situation worse?
I think the most important thing is communication. Always ask, talk to the person. What are they going through? A lot
Yes.
of the marital issues I have is lack of communication. And
Yes.
at times, it's not communication, it's not just talking, but how do it's different thing to say, I beg, what's wrong with you, Joe?
Yes.
Like, you downplaying the person's feelings. There's no
Yes.
respect.
Yes.
And
Yes.
somebody showing that you truly care.
Yes.
Okay, you're not ready to talk now, but whenever you're ready to talk, I'm here for you.
Let's talk. Yes, that way it at least gives them the opportunity to know that they are valuable and you care and your compassion is not
Yeah.
questionable. Okay,
And on your
so
own, there's a lot you can do on your own to help out too. If it's
mhm,
a
mhm,
little gift, or okay, can we go out?
mhm,
Or, is there something I can do to help? Can I make dinner?
mhm.
A lot of women love breakfast in bed. All those
See,
things you
see,
did to
that's
win
a
her over.
that's a good one. It's a special treat. Okay, I know you have limited time today, so if we start to wrap up here, what are maybe some three things that you can advise immigrant families to consider doing in order to continue to promote healthy and happy living, so that it doesn't allow their children, their family members to start suffering from all these hormonal imbalances or challenges that would lead to mental
I think you
health?
share a good example of that. I saw some of your stories where you make out time for the family. When you travel, you reach out to them, you
Mhm.
call them, and you encourage them to call you too.
Okay.
Yeah, you always want to know what they're going through. That's
Okay.
why I encourage them to, like, if they have, like, I don't know, social gatherings whereby, like, a club, or,
Hmm. Hmm.
let's say, like, close friends coming together.
Yeah.
It helps. Once in a while,
Oh,
you guys will go out and talk,
okay.
maybe drinks or
Yes.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just reaching out to each other is the most important thing I can say.
Okay.
It's
And
not by phone, it can be text, it can be video call, it can be WhatsApp call.
mm,
Mhm. That's the most important thing I can say, because that's how we used to do it back home. Like,
that's right.
we always make our time to check on each other. Even then, you don't let your brother know you're coming. You just land.
Just just show up, and that's pretty cool because hey, why call and give all this notice? And just show up. There will be something
It's
for
our
you,
house.
and yeah,
Yes,
we are family, we're blood. What's going on?
yes, that's true.
Okay, Doc, what is the best way for someone to connect with you or contact you in the great state of Maryland?
Yeah, I'll give you my phone number. I can,
Or web, or maybe website, because
yeah, I'll
phone
send you
might
my
be.
website. Yes.
Yeah, what is your website?
My website is, I'm sorry. Where did I keep my website? www. Just a minute.
Oh, that's
I keep
fine.
missing up
I know it has
the
diamond on it,
yes, yes.
and I
It's
know
the
it
one
has
after diamond that I'm looking for.
DBH or something. But
Yes, yes. By now I should know it, but
after all, you don't go to your own website often, so it's costing you.
exactly. And most times I just send it to you.
Yes.
I mean, if you need it, I
Yes.
just copy it and paste it and send.
Okay, so Doc, what is your best book that you recommend for families that want to stay together, stay healthy, and stay happy? What's the best book you recommend?
It's a lot of books. I don't have any best one though. That's the thing. I
Hmm.
always read the one from my church.